Hope your day is great. Waiting for Facebook to show up so that way I know that you can see me. So if you're here, say hi. And if you have any of the new markers, tell me which set you have. So we're going over a couple of tips and tricks with you on cleaning up your blocks. And I don't see me yet. Anybody there? Say hi. I don't know why it takes so long for it to show up on my computer. You probably don't want me to sing. Go here. All the new changes to Facebook, it's kind of like, oh great. Okay, there we are. So I looked in, thank God it's art time, and I don't see myself. But when I go just to my feed, then you're there. So, alright. So you got some blocks, right? And they're kind of dirty. Your tools work better. I'm laughing at myself. Your tools work better if they're clean. Okay? Alright, scissors. Obviously, you don't want to go back and forth. You just want to go away from the point. Can't tell you how many times I've poked myself. This is the Right and Rev eraser. If you got goop on your scissors, it will take it off, help you take it off. Let's see. This one you can maybe see better. See how there's a little bit of stuff there? Just takes it right off. Okay? There's some more right there. Hopefully, here. Pull my light over. Can you see that? Right there. Right and Rev eraser takes it right off. And you can tell because it's smooth. Watch your fingers. Okay? There's number one. Number two, I like to use my acrylic cleaner. This block is kind of yucky looking. Spray some on. Wipe it around. Don't forget to get both sides. I just take a rag and clean it off. You don't want to soak these in water. You don't want to use alcohol on these because they will get cloudy. And mine are pretty old. Wipe that off so you can see how clean it was. Much better. Now all these little lines are just wear and tear, okay? Something you can try, let me see, where's my cloudy one? I don't know if you can see that. Maybe you can see it better on here. I don't know if you can see right here, it just kind of looks like crystal on there. So first of all, clean it in case it's just goop. But sometimes when you get cracks in your blocks, little hair cracks, they can get moisture in there and then they cloud up on you. So does anybody have any that have clouded up? Oh, you can see some right there. I can feel that it's nothing on there. Can you see that right there? So clean it first, in case it was just that. Dry it off. And you can see on this one, there's quite a bit of little, I don't know, they look like little crystals, kind of, or cloudy, if you will. So what you do with that is you use your heat tool and heat it up until that disappears. Basically, it's just taking the moisture out. If you want me to try it out, it takes a little while. You got to get it nice and hot. You can watch it disappear. It's not going to hurt your block. I'm over my light and making it wiggle. Oh, where did it go? There we go. Now this will last for a while. At least your block is clear and you can see out of it, see through it again to stamp. Almost done. Careful to watch your fingers. Heat tool does get hot. Okay, there's a big one right there. Can you see that? Right there. So you're basically getting the moisture out of the block. So no alcohol because it'll scratch your block. And then you'll get moisture in it. And then you can't see out of it. And don't soak them in water. Clean them off once in a while. This is a really old block. Most of my blocks are really old. Okay, let's see. Let's see. This probably would have been better. Does that help at all? That's how clean the other one is. And it feels nice and clean. Like I said, my blocks are not the best in the West. They've been around a while. So clean your blocks, they work better. Get all that goop off. If it's kind of crystallized, you can see it right there. Then heat it up with your heat tool. Okay. You can do this stamp cleaner on most all of your tools. This is my bone folder. Again, you just kind of put it on. And I cleaned this one recently, so it's not nearly as bad as it used to be. You know, the tip was all full of gunk. So clean that off. Oh, hold on one sec. The other thing you can clean off, and I don't know if this one's been cleaned off recently, is your Versamat. Oh my gosh, you guys. You won't believe how dirty your Versamat can get. Again, I wouldn't scrub it too hard because you don't want to lose your stuff. Let's see if I can find a... This is just a stained rag. Okay, that one's pretty clean. Okay. Let's see how dirty this puppy was. And just let it air dry, or you can dry it off. Well, not very bad. Last time I did it, my rag was gray. I mean, it is discolored a bit. You can see, maybe if I put it down like this, right here, versus over here. So, clean off your tools once in a while. They'll do a lot better for you, okay? And you can get this in the catalog. It is $17.78 for the item number. And it'll last you a long time. Okay. So, let's do some fun with markers. Let's get all this out of the way. Alright. So, first thing I did, and the first thing to know about these is I took them out of the package. You can look in the book and see what the package is. Okay? I have all 3 sets of the metallic markers. And I did keep the little swashy things right here for them. Okay, so there's your item numbers: Z2537, Z2536, and Z2535. The antique, the metal, and the rare. Okay, and it says to lie them flat. So I just keep them in this little tray and it stacks up nice, and there you go. Okay. So today I am using the October stamp of the month, which is S2010. Remember before, S is for stamp of the month, 20 is the year, 10 is the month. That's how you can go back and tell which ones they were. Okay, like I said. And here is a little template I made with the markers. So you can see how pretty they are. And now I have a guide if I want to match it up. The blue actually is, this blue topaz from the Rare kit is actually a good color to go with our stamp of the year, which is Bluebell. Okay, so I made a little chart. And then I embossed one of our embossing folders on black, and you want to use black. Buy some black cardstock. And I'm going to color it for you. And then I also did a little circle with black embossing powder. Okay? So, those two things. And there is these are Spectrum Noir markers, and there is a brush tip and a writing tip. This is bumped up, so I suggest that you use the writing tip when you can to go around stuff. Remember, like I've always told you, you want to constantly rotate your markers so you don't get a flat spot. And you want to just ever so gently think of them as like paint or like our other markers, so don't quite go up to that edge and don't touch it right away. You'll see when I start coloring it in, it's kind of like a paint marker would be, and that's what it reminds me of. And when you color it, see how much darker it is here rather than here? See how much, my phone's really in the way. See how much lighter this is than that? So it's got to dry a little bit. So it kind of is the reverse of embossing. It goes on shiny and dries to a more of a ghosty, like matte color. Okay? So I'm just hitting the tips of, or the rises of the embossing. Okay? So just go around and color those in. Alright? And you can do whatever color you want. And now that I have this, I can kind of see, okay, what color do I want to go with that? And the little center things. Take your time. It's kind of like coloring, if you like to color. Go slow. You can see on some of these, I just kind of... So, it's kind of a meditation thing. Like so. And I'll show you one more. I'll show you a little bit of green on the leaves. So again, I use the smaller side. And I just kind of go up the stem. And the other good thing, let's see if I can do this like this. See the cracking from because of our white core? Look at it, it takes it right away. Okay, so then I just, again, just like when you were coloring, remember to stay away from that till it's dry. It will smudge. Outline, coloring. Okay, so there you go. Isn't that pretty? They're just really pretty. And they're a lot lighter on regular cardstock here. Here's a piece of regular cardstock. Here's the green I was using. And the blue. And the silver. Give those a second to dry. And you can see that they're a little different. They're more vibrant on the dark cardstock than they are the white. Okay? Now with this one, you already kind of have an outline. So this is kind of cool because you kind of have an outline for coloring in. Oh, I'll do the green. It'll be quicker. So it kind of is a little bit more forgiving because you got that nice outline. Like so. How does that look? going to hold this up so you can see it a little closer. And then you might be wondering, okay, you did that. Now what are you going to do with it? Well, I made a couple of cards for you. And I just love them on the white. Here's the first one. This is the stamp of the month, the bluebell. Get a little closer so you can see. I added some little sparkles and a little bit of our silver twine. And then the little circly one, I did a different part. I actually did this part of the heart onto a circle. And I did this card. So what do you think of that? Anybody with me? So there's the two cards I made. Don't forget to clean up your tools and have fun playing. And I hope everybody has a great weekend. I'll see if there's any questions. I'll just give it a second. See if anybody's here with me. It's kind of a short video today. Let me know which is your favorite card and which marker set you like the best. Talk to you later, everybody. Bye!